guys, welcome back to the channel. Now it's going to be exciting times this week. On the 17th of July, we'll have two projects that are going to be launching in the central region of Singapore. One of them is called Promenade Peak, the other is RiverGreen. Both are luxury residences right next to Great Wall and very near MRTs as well. Today we're going to have a head-to-head and see which project is better in terms of their location and investment potential. Also, we'll see some highlights from the developers' notes and we'll see which area is suited for different target audience. So come along with me and let's explore these two projects today. So first look, let's see Promenade Peak. Promenade Peak is a 63-story development next to Great Wall. Promenade Peak is developed by RiverGreen Properties and located at number 1 Zion Promenade, right next to Singapore River and the Great Wall vicinity. Although the project is very near the city area, it is still within the boundaries of District 3. And literally sitting at the river where the boundary of District 3 and District 9 are. So one of the benefits with this would be having the benefits of a core central region locale without the core central region pricing. So Promenade Peak is expected to TOP in sometime end of 2029 or early 2030. So Promenade Peak is a 596 unit residential property. The key point here for Promenade Peak is that it's going to be 63 stories high. 63 stories high is almost 240 meters to the very top of the building. It stands to be a building with very panoramic views of the area. So if you're staying at the upper levels, it will literally be almost a 360 view of the city area. So the development is a 99-year leasehold tenure. So we have about 13% of one-bedder plus study units with the sizing of 527 square feet. 54% are actually two-bedder units with the size of 646 to 796 square feet, and around 20% of 3-bedroom units at 1,023 square feet to 1,195 square feet. The larger households are considered 4-bedroom units with the sizing of 1,420 to 1,582 square feet, and that makes up about 10% of the project. And there are also even 19 exclusive 5-bedroom apartments at 1,884 square foot each, and 2 penthouses at 4,128 square foot, crowning the tower. This generous mix of compact units such as the 1 plus study, as well as spacious family-sized units, it gives a unique selling point for a good mix between the two. This is not commonly seen in the new city fringe launches. Promenade Peak's design ethos centers on elevated living. So for the 63 stories of Promenade Peak, it stands to give a vast view of the city region from north, south, east and west in this area. From Singapore River to Orchard, as well as the south views all the way to the sea, huge advantage for Promenade Peak. For the communal facilities, let's take a look at what's available down here. So first up, we have on level 1 the Grand Promenade. The residents will be able to enjoy resort-like amenities including a 50-meter lap pool, children's playground, play pool, a treetop walk and even unique additions like pickleball and bowling lawn. There will be function rooms and co-working pods for events or remote work, leisure lounges, relaxation garden, plus a comprehensive gym and outdoor fitness area. If you move up to the 22nd floor, that's where you have the social peak. And level 43 will be the wellness peak and the rooftop at the sky peak. So the sky peak boasts an infinity pool with really jaw-dropping skyline of the city views, along with other function room and sky lounges for residents to unwind at the very top of the city. So in essence, Promenade Peak's facilities are really unraveled in terms of the scale, the premium fittings and full-scale condo facilities that are available in this condo. So the unique features of Promenade Peak is essentially the location and its connectivity. Let's see the map down here. The location of Promenade Peak sits between two Thomson East Coast Line MRT stations. Namely, they are Great Wall as well as Havelock. So each are roughly about 5 minutes away. So this means that for residents, they actually have the option to go to 2 different MRTs. Orchard Road is just 1 MRT stop away. Unlike many downtown city centre condos in the region, Promenade Peak already has many local amenities around, from your shopping at Great Wall, Zion Road Food Centre for hawker food. You do have the Singapore River that runs through where you can walk and explore. So in terms of food, entertainment, recreation, shopping, most of the facilities are already around and it's only a very short walk away. For Promenade Peak, the developer is All Green. The land was bought at a very attractive price of 1,304 PSF in early 2024. The opportunity for very attractive pricing can be seen because of the large scale of 63 stories, so the spread of pricing is possible, meaning from the lower end to the upper end, those that are looking for affordable range can actually spot those on the lower range, but yet still at the city center fringe. Next up, the development is RiverGreen. So RiverGreen is located in between Yong An Park and the Trillium and is doorstep to Great World MRT station. For RiverGreen, there will be a covered access almost directly to the entrance of Great World MRT. So the difference between this and Promenade Peak is that RiverGreen within District 9 and is in the heart of the River Valley area. The development is by Wingdai Holdings. It's slightly different because it's catered to a different group of buyers. So RiverGreen will consist of a 36-story, a single tower that's housing 524 units. It is also a 99-year leasehold condominium. Then the development scale is slightly different and more boutique as compared to Promenade Peaks. With 524 units as compared to 596 for Promenade Peak. The unit mix, as you can see, actually skews towards more on the smaller apartments, smaller sizes, aligning with the city center core of investor-friendly positions. According to the data that's given so far, the one bedder and the 1 plus study with sizing of 420 square feet and 452 square feet added together making up 105 units. The bulk of the project are the 2-bedder variants with the standard 2-bedders at 105 units, with the standard 2-bedder of 527 square feet and 105 units, 2-bed premium at 603 square feet at 140 units, and 2-bedder plus study at 657 square feet with 35 units. So collectively, constituting more than half of all the units. So the family size units, or actually the 3-bedders that are a little bit slightly bigger, right, would be the 3-bedder units at 104 units with sizing at 786 square feet to 883 square feet. And we have the 4-bedders, which is 35 units, 980 square feet. As you can see, the larger unit sizes in terms of square feet, it's much smaller as compared to Promenade Peak. So what this means, the quantum for these units are going to be smaller and more affordable for those that are looking for investment units within the city center. So if I can sidetrack on that, the pricing for RiverGreen, because of its compact square footage, is going to be exceptionally attractive with the starting prices given by the developer as such. Now let me just show it to you. So we do have the 1-bedder starting from 1.2 million, 2-bedder starting from 1.5 million, 2-bedder premium at 1.72 million, 3-bedders coming at 2.25 million, and 4-bedders starting at 2.8 million. So with this kind of quantum in the River Valley area of District 9, it is exceptionally attractive because most units in the sizes in the area are actually much larger than this. For those that are quantum sensitive or price sensitive, this one really is targeted at this group of investors. RiverGreen is positioned as a sustainable, future-proof residence that's set aside as a green standard for living. For the architectural design, it is inspired by water and nature. A lot of water-related facilities within the development. The lobby will feature a ripple light mirrored ceiling that mimics water flowing. The arrival experience will be accentuated by a grand 10-meter high ceiling with lush vertical greenery. Moving outdoors, it will also have the full condos facilities such as the 50-meter Stardust lap pool with jacuzzi, full-size tennis court, a rare luxury in the Landscar Central projects. Residents will also have 3 function rooms, a fully equipped gym, fitness studio, co-working space for those that are working at home. So the project will have a lot of greenery that is incorporated inside. It's next to the Kim Seng Linear Park, so it has access way into the park through the side gate. With this, you are able to walk further down to Kim Seng Park and it's connected to the Singapore River as well. The strengths and weaknesses of Promenade Peak. So excellent connectivity for Promenade Peak. Promenade Peak is located right next to both locations of MRT, Great World as well as Havelock. So in terms of connectivity wise, you do have the options between the two. Proximity to amenities. So for Promenade Peak, across the road, crossing the Singapore River, you do have Great World you do have shopping at Great World. There you will find your supermarkets, your shops, food places, and also your cinema as well. And on the other side of Promenade Peak, we'll have Zion Road Food Center. So very convenient location, and you don't have to wait for anything. It is already all there, and it's already amenities for those that are going to stay in Promenade Peak. It is also within 1 km location of River Valley Primary School. There is also some news that the land next to Promenade Peak is demarcated for education facilities down there. We're not sure what school it will be, but that's also upcoming as well. The most powerful strength for Promenade Peak really is the ability to say that you stay at one of the tallest residential buildings in Singapore. So for Promenade Peak at 63 stories, it's even higher than Marina Bay Sands. If you were to go up to the pool at the top of the building in Promenade Peak, it's almost like having your own pool, own view. You don't even need to go to Marina Bay Sands for that experience. You have it right at home. At 63 stories, remember it's 240 meters high up. And with that kind of height, you will have panoramic views for the higher levels. The surrounding height region of what we see, the tallest buildings in those areas is around about 30 to 35, 36 stories. So anything above that is likely you will have a very strong unblocked view. So take a look at this map down here. We've demarcated the height level and the story level of all the surrounding buildings. In fact, the surrounding buildings, the tallest building that we can see is only 35 stories. Above 35 stories is more or less very strong views for those that are buying into Promenade Peak. The diversity of unit sizes in the development, it is actually spread between a good mix of smaller sizes as well as family-friendly sizes. Generate a good mix of demand as well as the transactions that will come through for this development. And as you know, the more transactions that a development has, the better the price movement will be over time. Promenade Peak is located within the near regions of your $1 million HDBs, right, in the surrounding regions. In your Bukit Merah areas, right, you do have record-breaking HDBs that are being sold down there. So there is an active funnel of available buyers that will come through into the region for Promenade Peak. Another strength that I see for Promenade Peak really is on the vast number of levels that are available. You do have the lower levels all the way up to level 63. So what this means is for the pricing wise, typically for projects, pricing changes are based on the level. So each pricing PSF, there is an incremental price that goes through every time there is a floor increment. But with this vast number of floor increments, actually the developer is able to do the spread of the PSF in a wider range. So the average price, yes, will be around the 30-story mark, but because the spread is so wide, for those that are looking for more affordable PSF, it's possible to see those happening at the lower levels for all the different type units. So if we take a look at the PSF, it could possibly at this point in time, although it's not been released yet for the pricing, probably the average PSF for this unit type at level 30 is around 3000 PSF. But if you take a look at those that are lower, it could up to about 2005, 2006 PSF for the lower levels because of the wide spread. Some of the weaknesses that I would like to just raise up for Promenade Peak is, yes, Promenade Peak is in a very good location near the city center, but in terms of the zoning wise, it's still a District 3. It's not a District 9. District 9 is literally just across the Singapore River. So if this is not an area whereby a buyer is concerned about, then yes, that's great. You'll be able to enjoy the benefits of city living in the River Valley area, but for the price range wise, you will still be in the District 3 region. The other portion will be at the height of 63 stories. This is a point block building, right? There are many units that are put across at each level, but at a point block format, the facing of the point block will be all sides, meaning north, south, east, and west. So basically for those that are having the east and west, you would have the morning sun and the evening sun for those that are facing that. Of course, the benefit of this would be because of the height, there is still the benefit of having an unblocked view. Next, we'll go to the strengths and weaknesses of RiverGreen. So RiverGreen is located right above the MRT for Great World. The planning by URA is for RiverGreen to have a direct access entrance of the MRT. In terms of convenience wise for transportation, it's literally there right in front of your home. And of course for the TEL line, there is great connectivity both northwards towards Orchard and southwards to the rest of the city. And eventually 40 line is also planned out for connectivity all the way to Changi Airport. RiverGreen is located in District 9. So as you know, District 9 is one of the most prestigious districts in Singapore. So to own a piece of District 9 is considered a rare find, as well as the ability to do so really speaks of ability to own something that is so prestigious. For RiverGreen, although at the 99 year, the price quantum to own a unit within the District 9 is actually an advantage. If we take a look at the pricing of the Trillium, Mirage Tower, Martin Modern, and the Avenir, all within the vicinity, pricing and quantum wise is the most attractive for someone that's looking to enter into this region. So for about 400 meters surrounding RiverGreen area, the average quantum size is about 4 million, with the reason because most of the units in that area are larger in terms of the floor plate. So if a person is looking at affordable quantum to enter in this region, then it is an absolute steal. And this is more than 500 units. So it is not a small development versus the boutique developments where price movement is typically slower. A good size development is here, and it's a plus point for RiverGreen. For RiverGreen, yes, the sizes are very much more compact because it's typically targeted because of the quantum size. But the other advantage really would be at this kind of sizes for the units, it's all post harmonization, meaning there is very minimal wasted space. Almost every area of that unit will be utilized for the full usage of the home. So that is still a good consideration at this point in time. So if we do a little bit of price comparison for Promenade Peak, likelihood average PSF for Promenade Peak is probably maybe around 3,000 PSF, and you must take note that average price of 3,000 PSF would mean that for Promenade Peak, somewhere in the middle of the building, which is middle of 63 stories, so around 30 stories. And if you do that comparison, the middle of Promenade Peak at 30 stories is probably the highest in terms of height of the surrounding buildings. So at 3,000 PSF, no, probably a 1+ study would be about 1.58 million, and a 2+ study would be hovering around the range of maybe about 2.29 or 2.3 million. A 3-bedder about just above 3 million. So that's about the price range. If that is the median price, if you extrapolate downwards for those that are lower levels, the pricing could almost hit maybe about 1.42 for 1+ study, about 1.8 for 2-bedder, and 3-bedder at about 2.7. So if having this in mind, if you do a if I show you the price comparison between Promenade Peak and Avenir, we have a TOP in 2025. The average PSF selling price is already moving at 3,004 PSF. So do you think that this is a good entry price as compared to another project, another product that's just very nearby? So you do see the beauty of entering at a new project with the right entry price. We will consider this as a safe entry. So for RiverGreen, in terms of the pricing, like I shared earlier, the pricing is extremely affordable in terms of the quantum due to its sizes. Advantage here is on the pricing because of its low quantum. Even if you take a look at the area surrounding RiverGreen, for example, like Trillium, the average quantum price of a unit there is going to be around 5 million. Because of the smaller unit sizes for RiverGreen, the quantum is a very palatable for 1.2 million all the way up to about 3+ million. To enter into the prestigious District 9, this is the advantage because there is a gap in between the quantum pricing for this region. So for Promenade Peak, who are the buying pool that will come in? Those would be probably the first-time buyers for condos, those that have been upgraded, that have already made their profit from selling their previous residential units, either from the $1 million HDBs in that region, and they are looking to upgrade into something that is affordable but yet closer to the central region. And this is literally right at the line between District 3 and District 9. The other one will be for families because we do have a larger number of bigger family unit sizes here in Promenade Peak, especially for 3-bedder, 4-bedder, and also for the 5-bedders as well. The facilities are really suited and have more than enough ability to cater to the number of people down there. As for RiverGreen District 9, it will be those that are looking to buy will be those that are investors that are wanting to buy into the address in District 9. No, there will be a very strong rental demand for District 9 because of its location, because of its proximity to Orchard as well as the River Valley area. The charm, the mood, the vibe in that location will be something that people are looking to buy into and to rent out. So if this video is interesting to you, I do have other projects that I have reviewed recently, upcoming projects that are launching really soon or already have launched in the past couple of weeks. Do take a look at them at my channel and let's learn together. If you have any questions or are looking for a place, do reach out to me at a call and my number below. Thank you so much.